Hello, my name is Dawn, and this is Have That Talk. Today, I want to ask a question. Is there such thing as too much feedback? I know how hard it is to hold back because I tend to be somebody who's able to look far ahead, scan the horizon, and anticipate problems before they happen. Have you had a manager like this before? Then you will know what it's like to receive too much feedback. All those helpful comments. I'm just trying to protect you. Oh, but I've done that before, and that's why I know that if we do this, it will be a mistake. That manager who intervenes with helpful comments, useful advice, and all this knowledge that you just don't have. If you're a manager like that, I'd like to stop you there. You are doing yourself and your team a disservice. Think about it. Are you reviewing somebody's report and then finding yourself rewriting the whole thing? Have you agreed to rehearse a presentation with your team member and you end up commenting on how they're standing, whether they're speaking too fast, starting to make comments about the slide that you had approved the day before, what they're wearing and how their hair is? That's too much information, manager. So I'd like you to give yourself 10 seconds before you speak. And use these 10 seconds to ask yourself, do I really need to make a comment here? Or is this something that the other person can figure out for themselves? Is this such a big deal? Or am I inserting my own anxieties into the process? Is the error so serious? Or do I just not trust the other person to do a good job? And you'll notice that each of these questions have something to do with your own fears and your own sense of scarf. You're worried that they'll do such a bad job that it'll reflect back on you and that people will think that you're not competent, that you're not good enough, that you didn't prepare, that you're not leading your team well enough. It's understandable that you want to prevent that happening. But by doing that, by giving too much feedback, by insisting on making corrections at every stage of the process, what you're doing as well is undermining the other person's opportunity to grow, to learn, to develop, and to have their own sense of autonomy. If you're breathing down their neck all the time, they'll start believing what you think of them. They'll start believing that maybe they can't do it on their own. And they'll start depending on you, seeking your approval every step of the way. And this may be something that you want initially, but over time, and the bigger the team gets, it becomes a burden and you become the bottleneck. You create a team that has this high dependency on you. So sometimes giving that feedback may not be the right thing to do. The better thing in that moment may be to hold back, to listen. Instead of telling them what to do, asking them questions, being curious, so that when you have that talk, the onus on you is not only to tell and to give, but maybe also to listen, to ask, and to receive. Okay? I'll see you next time.